So, do you ever just feel overwhelmed by feelings sometimes? The grief from something you really wanted to have happen or someone you loved moving away from you just really overwhelms you? I'm Kathy Bartilli from theintimacydojo.com and thrivingnow.com, and here I am, no makeup, just here. And I was feeling a lot of sadness tonight, and I wanted to do a little tapping. I thought maybe it could help you too. So if you are feeling kind of overwhelmed with feelings, I invite you to just do some tapping with me. Take a nice, slow, deep breath. When we make noise, when we exhale, it kind of signals, it actually vibrates the vagus nerve, and it signals to our brain that, our survival brain, that we're not in physical danger, which can help. Our survival brain doesn't understand the difference between emotional pain and physical pain necessarily. It just feels threatened. So adding tension and fear on top of it can make it even worse. So again, let's just take a nice deep breath, and I invite you to make a noise as you exhale, kind of vibrate that vagus nerve. And just feel your butt in the chair, your feet on the ground. You just get to be here with me right now. Nothing wrong. You're just hurting. And sometimes that can be awful. It can feel like your heart is being ripped in two and your whole body can ache from it. So let's just be with that feeling. If you can, try not to move it through you. The more we try to push it away or push it through really fast, it somehow creates a resistance that often can make it linger much longer and makes it hard for our bodies to process it. Just like if we were pushing down really hard on something, it can't move around or dissolve very well. So just be with it for just this few minutes. We'll let you take a break after, but if you can, as long as you can, just be here with it. Karate chop. Even though my heart hurts so much, even though it feels like my heart is being ripped out of my chest, even though it kind of feels like nothing will ever be good and joyful again, I wonder if this is just old suppressed grief. Even though it is really intense. And it does feel like nothing will ever be good again. Some of this is really old stuff, hitching along with some new stuff. And it does feel really, really dark. Even though it feels like my dreams have been ripped away and all the hopes that I had are gone, I choose to be here with myself right now and just be with these feelings. Top of the head, all these really intense feelings. Eyebrow, it doesn't even feel like my body can hold them. Side of the eye, and I invite my body just to be with me for 30 more seconds. Under the eye, I can just feel these feelings for 30 seconds. Under the nose, I don't have to push them away. Chin, I don't have to hide from them. Collarbone, sometimes they just feel too intense for me. Under the arm, and I choose to be here with them right now. Top of the head, I choose to support myself. And then I let it go. Take a nice, slow, deep breath. It sometimes can just feel very reassuring when you put your hand on the top of your head when you're done and just kind of pause there. And then just congratulate yourself. You were with those feelings for just a little bit of time, and now you don't have to be with them right this minute if you don't want to. You can imagine stepping out of them a little bit. Sometimes in times of my deepest grief, I've had to step in and out, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out for days, it felt like. And that was the most I could handle. There were times in my life where it just felt like too much. And I think our system doesn't bring up more than we can actually handle. It just feels like it. Because a lot of us learned what we could handle when we were little kids, and we never upgraded that. And that horrible, tearing, awful grief feeling It feels like it is too much. The more we can be with it without trying to change it, the more we can tap and invite our system just to process it, just to feel it, without that resistance, that pushing away, the quicker it seems to go through, the more rapidly it goes through, and we don't have to feel that level of intensity. So I invite you to just be with it as much as you can and give yourself breaks at times. It's okay to distract yourself at times, and it's okay to step back in and just let yourself realize I'm an adult, and even though it feels like I can't control this, I can't handle it, I think I probably can. In fact, let's just tap on that for a minute right now. Another nice deep breath. Karate chop. Even though I'm afraid I can't handle this level of emotion, I think I learned that when I was really little. And when I was little, I couldn't handle this level of emotion. I did the very, very best I could. And now I'm an adult, and I can build up good muscles for handling different energies. Even though my primitive brain is afraid I'll die if I feel this, I never really had people model this for me. And I'm kind of having to create my own way. No wonder it feels like too much. But all I have to do is take one step at a time and love the fuck out of myself as much as I can. Top of the head, it feels like too much. Eyebrow, it really feels like too much. Side of the eye, it genuinely feels like it's too much. Under the eye, this is just too much. Under the nose, this is too much for me. Chin, this is too much for me. Collarbone, are you listening? This is too much for me. Under the arm, I don't think I can handle this. Top of the head, it really feels like too much. Eyebrow, and actually I'm still here. Side of the eye, but it feels like too much. Under the eye, my brain thinks it's too much. Under the nose, and my body is coping somehow. Chin, maybe it's stronger than I thought. Collarbone, maybe I can get through some of this. Under the arm, maybe my body can actually get better at processing this the more I stay with it. Top of the head, just like going to the gym. Eyebrow, it can feel like too much. Side of the eye, it can feel impossible. Under the eye, but each day, in small ways, I am getting stronger. Maybe I can handle a little more than I thought. Collarbone, maybe I don't have to be terrified of these feelings. Under the arm, maybe I can feel them. Top of the head, and help my body heal and grow strong. Nice deep breath. And just be with yourself. If you're feeling a lot of intensity, we do have the grounding exercises on Thriving Now. It's thrivingnow.com/grounding. And we encourage you, if you're feeling a lot of intensity, you don't have to do this alone. Reach out, get support. Our survival brain does not handle a lot of intensity without support, without other humans. We're evolved as social animals, and we need other people. So reach out, get help, join a group if you'd like. We have the Thriving Now Circle, which is an amazing place and has helped me heal so much. And that you can find it at thrivingnow.com/circle. But also reach out to other people if you have a religion or a spiritual practice that you follow. Is there someone there you could reach out to? Get a therapist, get a coach, reach out to friends. And if it starts feeling really intense, call the suicide hotline if that's something you're worried about. We really do want you to get help. each of us that learn to do this, each of us that learn to feel these feelings and process through them and build up the muscles, even though it feels impossible, we are role modeling that there is hope and that we can get to the other side. And there's often joy on the other side. As my friend David Rourke used to say, don't quit before the miracle. And I think there's a lot of truth in that. A lot of times we feel like it's really dark and the grief is too much. And sometimes in that moment we can be with it more than we thought. We can be present with it. And that can help it move, which then gives us a relief. And sometimes the universe brings us the most amazing gifts on the other side. I wish that for you. Thank you so much for tapping along. And I will talk to you soon.